Hi everyone, I'm Marcie. Welcome back to my channel, and my second vlog about me enjoying my favorite month. And in my opinion, this is a fun one. We've got 4 drawings, and I'm gonna make cookies, I'm carving pumpkins. It'll be fun. Let's get into the first drawing first. If you watched my first October vlog, you might remember me talking about a drawing that did especially well. That's this one. Although actually another drawing from this video surpassed it later. I drew this one to represent a very specific feeling. Every year there's always, at the end of the summer, this moment where you feel a chilly breeze and you're like, oh, fall's here. And that's what this is about for me. This year that moment actually came in August, which is very uncommon. And we had 3 weeks, I think I actually mentioned it in a vlog, we had 3 full weeks of dark weather and rain, and it was nice and chilly. It had me fooled into thinking we were having a really long or at least very early fall, but September was completely different and it turned back into summer and it was a disappointment. I guess a lot of people enjoy that feeling or at least relate to it or something because, like I said, this pictured it much better than I expected. I'll definitely have to order stickers of it. Okay, cookie time. I bought these really pretty cookie cutters and I promised myself that I would actually make the cookies and not just let these things disappear into a drawer. This has been my first attempt at glazing cookies since I was about 6, but I think I did kind of okay. They're cute, right? I like the pumpkins the most. That shape also goes with the flavor. These are pumpkin spice cookies and they were delicious. Next up, something that's just completely unrelated to fall, but I wanted to document, and that is my new baby mice. We went to adopt 2 little girls to add to my group because the 2 I have are getting a little bit old, and I don't want any of them to end up alone later. This was the smoothest mouse introduction I've done so far. It went great. These are also very tame for some reason. The first day we got them, they were already kind of okay with coming to our hands and taking snacks and stuff. And aren't they adorable? And while we're on the topic of adorable things, here's another drawing that's more on the cute than creepy side. We've got the moon taking a nap. When I saw this prompt on the list, I wasn't so sure that I wanted to do it at all because I've had that prompt quite a few times. I have drawn the moon quite a few times. But I did do some sketching and this idea came to me. Is that because I've been very tired? Maybe. My favorite part of this one is actually the sky. If you keep an eye on it while I'm painting it, you can see the colors separating slowly into this very pretty effect. And that will never not excite me. I gave them brown pajamas to make this feel at least fall adjacent because of the timing of this challenge. I'm happy with the way this one turned out. Do you guys like it? Next up is something a little bit different. The prompt was ink, and my husband suggested I try to include a real ink bottle in it, and then I thought it might be nice to do a little optical illusion. This one isn't too extreme, as you can see, but it was a really fun experiment, and I think the drawing's cute as well. If you ever wanted a reminder of what it was like to learn to draw and write as a kid, this is how you do it. Give it a shot. This day I also got some very special mail. I did a trade with my friend Melissa, and I think she knows me really well because I love all this stuff so much. Melissa always comes up with the most magical color palettes, as you can see. Aren't these beautiful? This one with the giant cat's my favorite one, and I put it up in my office right away. And here's Melissa's details, I'll put them in the description as well. Here I'm starting the drawing that ended up becoming my new most popular piece of all time. I didn't see that coming, but I'm excited about it, and I hope you guys will enjoy watching this come together. This idea lived in my sketchbook for a long time, so when I saw that light was a prompt on this list, I got very excited and immediately thought of this. What I didn't think of when I sketched it was that it might be a little bit difficult to draw this light beam in a dark environment. This was new to me, and I thought it was a little bit scary to do even, because the further I got into it, the more scared I got of sort of ruining the effect. Although I think it worked out in the end. Looking at this footage now, I don't understand why that first light beam is looking orange. It really isn't, it's yellow. You'll see. So that's weird, but I guess we'll see when I get to the end of the piece. Must be the lighting. Out of everything I made for this month, this is the one that took the longest. I want to say 5 or 6 hours. So it's been a little more challenging for me to decide what parts of the footage to leave out and which to speed up and everything, so if you want to give me your opinions on that, it'd be great for me to know whether you enjoy the way I did this. What I decided to show the most of was 1, the shading that made things look dimensional, and 2, the foliage, because I think it might be interesting to learn how the textures were done. But who knows, maybe that wasn't what you guys were looking for at all, so again, let me know. From here on out, the process is mostly just me adding more and more layers to stuff. It tends to be my favorite part of the process, which is great because it's also the longest. I think for most pieces this is when a scene starts to get really lively, if you know what I mean. It's almost like you're starting to see its personality at that point, what it's really going to look like. now that this one's done, I'm especially happy with the way this one turned out. Probably because this one is based on another personal experience of mine that I really enjoy. There are lots of bats in this neighborhood and we like to go on walks at night and just listen to the bats. So overall, this was a joy for me to paint. On one of my semi-daily walks, I also realized fall is finally actually starting to show up now. Because look at this rainbow of leaves. And in my mind that means it's time to carve the pumpkins. Which is easy for me to say because I'm not going to be the one carving them. Actually, it's going to be my husband. I made the designs and he kindly offered to help me with the rest of it because my hands are a little tired from drawing. Here he is scooping out some pumpkin guts.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey. And here's the final result. Some excellent teamwork, I would say. We've got a very happy pumpkin and a very upset one. The upset looking one is my favorite. And here they are at night. I really need to save up for a real camera so I can film these things properly, but I hope this will do for now. These are the only jack-o'-lanterns in the entire neighborhood, so I hope the neighbors enjoy them too. Here I'm starting the final drawing of the video. The prompt for this was just skeleton, but I've been in a scary movie kind of mood, so this is where we ended up. This is probably the funniest thing I've made for this month, and I'm hoping everyone relates to at least one of these characters. I'm the middle one in most cases. Although my favorite kind of movies are things that verge on being thrillers. I like mysteries and hauntings and things like that. I can appreciate a classic horror movie though, especially the ones that predate CGI effects. I really enjoy watching older movies and just appreciating all the work that people put into the effects. The sweater on the skeleton is actually a little nod to a game I really enjoyed recently. It's called Beacon Pines, and one of the main characters has this exact sweater on. And if you like video games at all and enjoy my art style, I would guess that you would like that game as well, so maybe check it out. Again, it's called Beacon Pines. And for the most part, it's an interactive story, so it's not very difficult to do. But it is very touching. It made me cry twice. So to get back to the topic of the actual artwork, the hardest part for me was the couch. Because I wanted it to look like, one of those really old Chesterfield couches. And those have a really specific color that I did not have mixed. And in the end I decided to just add some layers of colored pencil over top to make it look a little closer, because it would be a whole lot faster. And I think it worked out okay in the end. This also brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I expect there will be a 3rd October vlog, as well as a lot more spooky art for the rest of the year. Thank you for watching, and I'll put some info on the screen if you want to find me on other platforms. Bye!